sir. How you doing?
All right, what's up?
All right. So you came through our site saying that you wanted to sell a house.
Yeah, I'm selling my house.
Okay. Can you facilitate to me the address so I can check the area? I see the property is listed.
hmm
What property? Like where you want to sell?
Because when I bought this a year ago, I went in the hospital right after. I stayed in the
Mm.
hospital for 6 months. I lost my left leg,
Oh.
so it's kind of hard now. So I got to change my plans up. My sister want me to relocate to Houston, so they
Oh.
could. I'm 70 years old, so they could keep an eye out on me.
Gotcha. Sorry you went through that.
Yes, ma'am.
How are things going with the realtor? Have you gotten any offers there? Are you
Oh
gonna
yeah.
take it off the market?
I depend on what moves faster. You know, I showed it to a young couple yesterday. They liked it, and I sold it 3 or 4 other times. But my realtor is aware that I'm answering y'all calls. She said, "Yeah, that's a good deal. Just see what goes with it."
Mhm.
She all for it. Yeah, I see my regular realtor.
Okay. And if you sell with a cash buyer, are you gonna be paying the realtor?
Oh, I don't know about all that. I'm only paying
Well,
her 1.5%
oh,
right
so
now.
you will take care of her if you sell the house.
It depends on how much I sell it for.
I ask you because you gotta be aware we don't pay realtors, so in that case you will have to cover that if you sell to us. So, and how much do you really need in order to sell this home?
Oh, man, I'm looking for 205, man. Look, this is a beautiful neighborhood. It ain't but a very few houses here, but it's beautiful. Everybody like each other. It's quiet. It's a nice, clean neighborhood. It's an identical place for somebody. So I'm asking my 205.
Okay, let me check really quick what is going on in the market. Does the property needs any repairs? Any idea?
Yeah.
What type of improvements do we need to do?
I'm sorry, I could not really understand.
Uh, do you need to do any repairs on the house?
No, not really. The house in pretty good shape. Got brand new roof, brand new all wooding up there, siding there. I put 3 new floors in here, the master bedroom and other 2. The other part of the house got tile, ceramic tile. Got a big old patio with a covered up patio. I mean a big one, damn near big as the house. Big, huge yard, front and back, fenced in, fenced in excellent shape. Oh, it's a nice house, man. I would never move if this incident had changed.
Understand. Yeah. I imagine you still have the mortgage on. What is it? The mortgage like 150?
Yeah,
I'll be honest.
I've been paying it for a year, $1,500 a month.
I'll be honest with you. Like, just bear with me here. I believe that for a cash buyer, for a cash offer, it's gonna have to be like significant lower. Like if you're selling in the market, in comparison to selling in the market, probably a cash buyer. I'm not saying that's my end number because I need to do my diligences here, but probably a
Yeah.
cash buyer is gonna be between the 160, 165. But there are other options because you have a mortgage on the property. Would you consider to carry the note, to carry the mortgage, and have someone make the payments on the mortgage?
Move this shit. What? Move this shit right here. What exactly do you mean by that?
Oh, I mean that someone can make a down payment on the property and can take over the mortgage, and you walk away with the down payment and monthly payments.
So how much is that?
Well, let me check how much is the rent. Probably. Go ahead.
I'm charging $1,500. I'm paying $1,500 a month here. In this neighborhood here, they charge. Guy was renting down the street here. He was paying $16, but he went on and bought the house. So ain't no houses left here. Everything is tucked up right here. I got the only thing available. Another lady wanted to get it, but she couldn't afford it. Her son bought a house right down the street through the Army. He paid $215,000 for his. But I don't know. What's the best we can do?
How much is the interest rate in the mortgage? Five
Well,
point
when I bought
something.
this, it was high. They going down now. It was 8% when I bought this. It was high.
Yeah. So it's at 9%.
Yeah, but it's going down now. It's going down.
I'll be honest with you, probably you're just gonna sell this house and do you want to just pay off the debt and move to closer to your family? Is that really the plan? Like, because
No, I want to put
205
some
is.
money.
Mhm.
I want to put some money in my pocket. Come on, that's what we all doing. The
Uh,
house, I got the best house on this street, and the cheapest one went for 205 or 215 or something like that, 195. I don't know. I had mine for 225, and I marked it down to 205. But I got a huge property.
I believe that to pay cash actually is not gonna work for the to make the monthly payments because the interest rate's high. Probably we can be at 160 cash. You pay off your mortgage and you walk away with something because there's not enough equity on this property. That'll be my best offer to be completely transparent to you.
What, pay the property off and walk away with what?
We can stretch between 150 and 160 cash, and we pay the closing costs. We're talking about 24,000 in closing costs. You're not gonna come out of pocket, and anything else that comes around the way, basically.
Yeah, my realtor just get 1.5.
We will be paying the closing costs because this is what I see. I'm gonna tell you what I see and why my offer is around that. I see this
Okay.
house 216 Brandy Loop. That one sold for 197, and
Yeah,
the
that's the lowest
property,
one.
yeah, that's the one I see that have sold the closest to you, right? Because we
Yeah.
gotta stay in the closest ones. And 197, that property they made a lot of improvements on the property. Yours is not that it's broken, but there's still a couple of things that we gotta do, you know, before we
Right.
put it for rent. Like you understand, you've been living in the property. There's gonna be things needed, so we are budgeting for that. We're gonna be paying for the 24,000 in closing costs, and then to do the improvements, it's not gonna be really fast. Probably it's gonna take us like 2 months to finish improvements. So that also add up for the work we're doing. The best we could
How's
do
the
is
closing cost 24,000?
mm,
That ain't
closing costs and holding costs. Is you know when you sell a house, there's an expense between 9 and 11% because you gotta pay the title company. Everybody getting paid but us. We're the last
oh,
ones to get paid in 10 years once the
oh yeah,
properties
I know.
pay off. We would need that's why we would need to be between 150, 160, and probably that's gonna mean you just walk away with like 5, 10,000. I don't know how much is your budget, like your mortgage left, but at least you're gonna move on, and we can close in 2 weeks.
Well, I'm not. I'm trying to close with some money in my pocket.
Yeah, of course.
This is,
Do you have an idea how much is left in the mortgage?
I don't know. I've been paying it for a year. I don't know how that works. I've been
Is
paying
that
it for a year, $1,500 a month.
yeah? I believe that maybe it's 155,000 left because I have a way of looking at things on the MLS, and that's
Uh
what it
huh.
shows, 155,000.
That might
You
be
know,
true.
yeah,
Cause
maybe it's close to that.
they added 12,000 on me. That damn veterans did when I wasn't supposed to have no down payment or nothing. They
Mhm.
added 12,000, and I have to pay at the end of the deed.
Yeah.
So that's how it's still up to there.
Yes, correct. So let's say it's accurate and it's 155,000.
Right.
You walk away if you sell for 160. You walk away with almost 4,000. But you get out of this situation and you finally move on with your family.
Yeah.
It's not the best, but at the end of the day, you've been like 80 days, 60 days in the market. I don't know. Let me check.
Yeah.
It
80.
80 days. It's not gonna
Yeah.
get better, to be completely honest with you, because I was looking in the market right now. There's not
Yeah.
a lot of houses selling here. It's
Yeah,
very
it's
rough.
slow right now. Yeah.
It's
But
rough.
here's the
So,
thing. Yeah. Here's the thing though. Where I stay at out right outside of Killeen, people love it. Ain't nothing else out here to buy. They just bought the last house up. There's one house out here for $450,000, which I doubt that ever sell. And my house, which people are looking for houses out here. That one lady, her son bought a house, Tony, for $215,000, and he bought it. She want one out here, but she was trying to look at buying mine, but she couldn't afford it. But that's
mm,
how close people is looking for houses out here. She would have rented it in a heartbeat, but I don't know if she could afford that. Cause
well, there's only one property besides yours that have sold in the last 2 months, and there's only two properties, and one is yours, so that doesn't count.
there ain't no more
I don't
property
know.
out here. It's
Yeah.
gone. This is it. This
Yeah.
is last of the Mohegans in this area right here. This is
Well,
a nice area, man.
and how long is
Huh?
gonna take before you actually, get to sell? Because you can give it a shot for a few more months if you are not in a rush. But I tell you, 80 days and no closing, it's not good. And I don't know if your realtor told you this, but the longer you stay in the market, the more difficult to sell the house, because people start to wonder stuff like, oh, it's not selling, or like, I'm really surprised you haven't sold. Like, actually, killing, it's a good market. But probably right now in this area, this neighborhood, probably people is not, uh, because it's only, what I see online is your property. So
Yeah. I don't
probably,
mind.
yeah.
I don't mind staying here. I love it. I don't mind. I was just trying to go to Houston with my family. I lost my leg, but I don't
Yeah.
mind staying here because my community is like a family. This is a very
Yeah.
nice community right here.
Yeah.
Really. They don't want me to go. When they saw me put the sign up in the yard, they were like, "Oh no, I'm just trying to get some cash. If I could
How
get
much
away,
do you really need? How much do you really need in your pockets in order to move on?
I got it listed at 205, but I'm trying to just get some cash. Like I say, I had one guy last night offer me 15,000 cash in my pocket after everything, and one
Mhm.
offered me 20 this morning. That's the best I've done so far.
Mhm.
After everything paid, it could come up to about $180, 180,000 for
Mm.
this property, and that's cheap for this property. Now I don't know what you guys' plans are, renting it out or whatever. I'm renting two of my rooms out right now. I'm renting one out for 700 and one out for 650 right now. So I'm only paying about $200. I rent it because I'm by myself. I don't need all this out. I've already rented two rooms out with me. I'm not desperate. I'm not behind on my payments or nothing like that.
Yeah,
You
it's
know.
just the convenience that you wanna be close to your family after what happened.
Right,
So.
right. That's what I want to do. She already found me an apartment up there. She already found me one. They already did the application on it. They gave us to March the 28th for the apartment. So
Mm.
that's where I'm at. I know you guys got to make money too, you know. That's what you're doing it for. So I don't know. Figure it out. Like you say,
Yeah.
it's moving.
Numbers are super rough here because there's not a lot of equity. Let's do something. Let me take a closer look and see if I can do something. But if you have an offer where someone is giving you 15, 20,000 in your pocket, I believe that's a very good offer. To be very honest with you, that's
Think so?
yeah, that's
Not if
close
I,
to
yeah.
market value.
Yeah, that's probably okay. But if I sell the house, I'm gonna get about 40,000.
But nothing for sure. That's the
Yeah.
only thing. But if you're not in a rush, I would just wait and see what happens. Like, but I tell you right now, people, the longer it sits in the market, people is gonna like the property starts losing value. That's how real estate works.
Maybe
So
I'll take it off the market and just
yeah,
deal with guys like y'all. 'Cause I
it's
got
the
about
perception of value. It's perception of value, and saying that I look at it like that, but it's how any investor is gonna look at it. You
Right,
can
right.
give it a shot, wait to see if there's probably a family that can get approved for a mortgage, and
Well, there's a
see if.
lot of soldiers around here. They get
Mhm.
approved. That young guy down the street just got approved on the one you was talking about in the past 2 months,
Yeah.
Tony. Now
Yeah.
another young guy came and looked at this yesterday. He's thinking about it. You know, a young soldier with his wife and his kids.
I will
So,
give it a shot because you're not in a rush, but really, I guess that eventually it's gonna come up to, do I really want to wait here instead of being
right.
with my family? It's gonna come to that point. But let's do that. Like I can circle back probably next month and see how things are going. If you're still looking to sell, and see if we can revisit. Just make sure that the people that is saying it's gonna give you that money actually can do that, because
Right.
normally what some investors do is they know the investors and they're just
Yeah.
gonna tell you yes to what you wanna hear, and then
Yeah.
they're just gonna come back saying, "Oh no, I cannot do that." Because I tell you
Right, right.
something,
I understand. Yeah.
what I can do, and see that probably we can do, and being like super aggressive is pay off the mortgage, and we get you some cash, like 10,000 max, and we pay the closing costs, and probably that's gonna be like getting out of our budget because
Right.
there's not a lot of equity, and you can close in 2 weeks. We give you time to relocate. That way you can, go in 40 days, 60 days, completely up to you. But that'll be
Yeah.
like the max someone can
Uh,
really give you. And if someone is saying I'm gonna give you 20,000, probably what they're gonna do is they're gonna revisit you and say, "Oh, something went wrong. We cannot do that
yeah, I
anymore."
know. Yeah,
I
I
like to
know how
be
it works.
straight and honest.
Yeah, right. That's what you need to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, it's a
So
nice piece of property. I wish you could get it. But,
yeah. No, 100%. It looks beautiful. But that's it. You have my phone number. My name is Mary Johnson. Probably I can circle back with you in 1, 2 weeks, see where you at, and if I still can help you. Okay?
see what you can do, baby. I'm here. I ain't got to do nothing but be here. I'm old, got one leg. I like my house. I
Yeah.
like my neighborhood. My neighborhood likes me. They always look after me and see if I need anything. You know, so just see what you can do, baby. Get me out of here. I might.
Well, I already told you what I can do. Honestly,
Well,
you
10
haven't.
grand is just a little short, you know. That's just a little short. I mean, I already got an apartment coming. I can take that 10 grand and run with it. That got me an apartment saved to March the 28th up there in Houston.
How about 15? 15 down
It's
the
just,
pocket, and we take care of the
just,
mortgage.